Hello friendos, it's Bella from the Bookish Badger, and today I'm going to be doing 25 bookish facts about me. This is sort of a tag, sort of not. Sometimes I see people tagging each other, sometimes I don't, but it's definitely a video that has gone around BookTube, for sure. If it is a tag, nobody has tagged me, but I just feel like doing it, so there. Anyway, let's get right to it. Fact number 1. I feel very conflicted whenever there's a map in a book, because part of me really loves it for like the design aesthetic and the world building, but part of me hates it because I just know that whenever a place in the book gets mentioned, I'm going to flip on back to that map and see where it is, and then if it's not on the map where it is in my head, it messes me up and it really annoys me. Number 2, for 1 year, my friends and I had this book club that was a page-to-screen book club, which we dubbed the Groovy Boovie Club, in which we would read a book and we would watch its movie adaptation, and everything that was a discrepancy from the book to movie, we would count it as a mistake in the movie. The movie with the least amount of mistakes was The Outsiders movie with only 15, so that was pretty low. The movie with the most mistakes was the Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief movie, which was a little over 500. Number 3, when I was younger, way before I actually even read the Harry Potter series, I went to the midnight release of the Deathly Hallows book and dressed up as Hermione, and I won the Hermione division of the costume contest. Now, I'm pretty sure I only won because I had this big book of spells, we called it, which was made out of a phone book, and I was this small little child carrying a giant book, and I'm pretty sure the judges found that amusing. But hey, I won a $10 Barnes & Noble gift card, I'm not complaining. Number 4, I hate reading more than one book at a time. I've tried it, I cannot manage it. Usually I'll be like, okay, I'm going to read 2 books at a time, and then I try to, but then I gravitate towards one more than the other, and I end up reading that as though it were the only book I were reading anyway. So, oh well. Number 5, whenever a character in a book makes an expression, for instance if it says blah blah looked confused or so and so tilted their head, I automatically do that too. I'm weird, I guess. Number 6, I infinitely prefer hardcover to paperback because they feel sturdier to me and they look prettier and they are much easier to clip my book light on at night when I read, which is often. Number 7, I currently have a little over 500 books on my to-read list. And I've actually teared up before at the thought that I will probably not be able to read all the books that I want to read in my lifetime before I die. Number 8, I am a relatively slow reader. I have never actually timed myself, but if I had to guesstimate, I would say I average somewhere in the range of 40 to 60 pages an hour, depending from book to book and font size and writing style and whatnot. Number 9, I have a ridiculous amount of bookmarks. I kind of collect bookmarks. If there is ever a free bookmark to take anywhere, you best believe I am taking one. But I only ever actually use a select few of them. Number 10, I get intensely annoyed when I watch a book-to-movie adaptation and something is not how I pictured it, whether it be a character or a location. Number 11, some of my favorite musicals are based off of books. For instance, there's Hamilton, which is technically based off of the Ron Chernow biography. There is the Lightning Thief musical, there is the Harry Potter musical trilogy, and there's the Little Women musical, and a bunch more. Number 12, I do not reread books often for 2 reasons. Number 1 is because I feel it takes away from the time I should be reading the bazillion and 1 other books I feel like reading, and number 2 is because when I was younger there was this series that I liked very much. It was the Monster High series by Lacey Harrison, and then I reread it and I hated it. And so now, whenever I think about rereading a book, I have this little fear in the back of my mind that says, oh, what if you hate it now? Maybe you shouldn't reread it so that you still love that book that you think you love. Number 13, I often drink tea or water when I'm reading, but I do not like to eat when I'm reading. I find it very distracting. Number 14, if you could not already tell by my channel name and my profile picture, I am a Hufflepuff through and through. I decided that I was probably a Hufflepuff when I finished reading the books, although how could I ever be sure? There was no official quiz, but then Pottermore came out and I took the quiz and I got Hufflepuff, and since then I have taken it one more time, much more recently, and I still got Hufflepuff, so Badger Pride. Number 15. The Barnes & Noble Classics editions of books are my weakness. Every time I see them, I want them. I personally only have 3 books in those editions, them being Wuthering Heights, Jane Eyre, and The Complete Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, and my mom has a couple of more, but every time I see them in the store, I want them so bad no matter what book it is. Number 16. The last time my family was trying to name a cat, I suggested absolutely nothing but book names, and we ended up using my suggestion of Andromeda, so ha, I win. Number 17. Never in my life, even when I was little, have I ever dog-eared the corner of a book. I just like bookmarks too much. Number 18. Until BookTube, I had no idea that people ever took off their dust jackets when reading as like a regular thing. I had only ever done this once, and that was when I read The Giver by Lois Lowry, because our copy has a very loose dust jacket. Number 19. I love longish book titles. I love Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children as a title, and I love The Scandalous Sisterhood of Prickwillow Place as a title. I love them. Number 20. I enjoy writing occasionally, but I have no desire to be an author. Fact number 21. I actually don't have a favorite author, I only have favorite books. Number 22. The first BookTube video I ever watched was Read by Zoe's How to Annoy a Reader video, which I will link down below if you want to see it. Number 23. The first book I ever cried at was Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, but there have been many since. Number 24. I cannot remember a time in my life where I did not go to the library all of the time, probably because there hasn't been a time in my life where I did not go to the library all the time. And finally, fact number 25. I held off signing up for a Goodreads account for a long time because I was worried that I would be spending too much time on there looking at all the books and the lists with the books and all that jazz, and my worries came to fruition. That is it for this 25 bookish facts about me video. I hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear any bookish facts about you, or if we shared any of the same bookish facts, please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, do not hesitate to give it a thumbs up. Do not hesitate to subscribe for more content coming soon, and I will see you in the next video. Bookish Badger signing off.